Alright, so today I'm going to be reviewing the Vizio V51-H6 and figuring out if it is the best overall cheap surround sound system. And if at any point in the video you guys feel like you want to go check out the Vizio V series for yourself, I put Amazon links down below for the US, UK, and Canada. But now let's jump into the full review of the Vizio V series speakers. Now this 5.1 set comes with a couple of cool features like Dolby Audio and DTS Virtual X Surround. So these two audio programs are going to provide from floor to ceiling virtualized 3D surround. But now I really want to jump straight into audio quality. The Vizio V series is a 5.1 surround system for the person who wants a theater audio experience but doesn't want to break the bank. And although it does have a budget price tag, it completely surpassed all of my expectations for a $200 5.1 audio system. The V series does a fantastic job at processing these surround sound effects and a really good job of balancing them between the 6 total speakers. And crazily enough, for a $200 5.1 surround system, the trebles in the mids are very clear straight out of the box, and the subwoofer packs a huge punch with the bass even though it is relatively small. Alright, so now I want to go into a deeper detail of the actual bass quality. This is a 5-inch subwoofer, so fairly small, but even with the factory settings with the bass just set at 0, this thing will completely rumble the floor. And if you really enjoy that thundering low rumble experience from a subwoofer, you can turn this thing up super high. I tested this system out by watching Netflix's The Witcher, and the subwoofer's bass quality while watching this show really blew away all of the expectations that I could have for a cheap 5.1 surround system, let alone a 5-inch subwoofer. But now I want to transition into dialogue clearness. Now, a lot of surround systems that are bass heavy have a really hard time balancing dialogue with that heavy background noise. But I was also impressed again by no matter how much bass or background music is going on in a movie, the dialogue is still going to shine through and be really crisp. And if you do have a little bit issue with hearing the dialogue, which I don't think you will, but if you need that little extra help, you can go into the EQ settings, and there is actually a built-in dialogue enhancer to make the dialogue shine through a little bit more. But again, for me, the dialogue was never muddied and it was always crystal clear. But now I want to transition into the ports and connections. So we're talking about the soundbar here. The soundbar does have HDMI, an optical port, aux-VA, regular aux, USB, and of course the power cord to plug in the actual soundbar. And the extra aux input is if you do want to connect a smart assistant directly to this soundbar, which I don't think most people will do. Most people probably connect a smart assistant through Bluetooth, but if you do want to plug it in directly, there is a port for that. But now with ports out of the way, I want to walk you guys through the setup process of setting up the Vizio V series. So it is an all-around super simple setup for this 5.1 surround system. It takes only about 10 minutes, and then you have a fully functional 5.1 surround system. So that is a huge pro with this Vizio V series. Really all you gotta do is plug in the power cords to the subwoofer and soundbar, choose what connection you're going to use to connect the soundbar to the TV. The best one to use is HDMI ARC, and then you plug in the left and right surround sound speakers into the back of the subwoofer. And a cool thing about this Vizio system is it does have different surround sound modes based on how you're going to actually set this up in the room that you're choosing. You can set it up with the left and right surround speaker right next to the soundbar in the front surround mode, or you can set it up traditionally with the left and right speaker behind you. Either way, no matter how you choose to set up this system, the cords that connect the left and right surround speakers to the subwoofer are extremely long, so they will route nicely even if you do have your sitting area quite a ways back from the TV. Another great thing about Vizio is they do provide you with everything you're going to need no matter how you want to set this system up. It comes with a massive cord box which has everything you might need, and it includes the 2 power cables for the subwoofer and the soundbar, the extremely long cables to connect the left and right surround sound speakers, an HDMI cord, an optical cord, 2 aux cables, an RCA cable, and mounting brackets for the soundbar as well as the left and right surround sound speakers. So even if you want to mount these to the wall, you will not have to buy any extra parts to do so. And in terms of the design for the Vizio V series, it is very minimalistic, which is great because a surround sound system should be heard, not seen. Every single piece of the surround sound system has a matte black finish and is very fingerprint resistant. Now, another thing that surprised me actually was the quality of the V-Series remote. Usually when you get a cheaper surround sound system or just a speaker system in general, the remote is going to be subpar and not actually want to be seen. However, this remote is extremely functional and is actually fully backlit, so it is really easy to use at night. And it can do a lot. You can change any of the EQ settings that you want in different surround modes. You can control the audio delay if the speaker isn't completely syncing up with your TV. And of course, it can still do the volume up and down, mute, previous and next. But on top of that, it can do a whole lot more that is just too much to mention. The little screen on this remote is very helpful at night, and especially for searching through the different setup features, effects, EQ modes, and levels. So overall, the remote that comes with the Vizio V-Series is the best that I've seen for any budget sound system. Alright, so briefly, I want to talk about the music quality. Now, whether you're listening to this through the built-in Bluetooth and streaming from your phone, or directly through the TV, this system overall does a good job at handling music. The bass, again, is not overpowering and the vocals are still really clear. Any kind of system with a soundbar aren't really known for being incredible with music, but this Vizio V-Series overall does a good job. Alright, so I've gone over a lot, but moral of the story, should you buy the Vizio V-Series? Okay, so honestly, for 200 bucks, you are not gonna find any other 5.1 system that sounds better than the V-Series. It even outperforms more expensive audio systems. So for that, I highly recommend this 5.1 system. The Vizio V-Series is absolutely for the person who wants a 5.1 system that can mimic a theater audio experience without breaking the bank. And again, this system completely accomplishes that. You can set it up however you want to best fit your room. The mids and treble are extremely clear, dialogue is clear, even with its thundering bass. And again, the DTS Virtual X Surround and the Dolby Audio does a fantastic job at producing a floor-to-ceiling 3D surround sound at only 200 bucks. It's really impressive the sound that comes out of these little surround sound speakers, a smaller size subwoofer, and this soundbar. Truly impressive for what you get for 200 bucks. So again, if you want to go check out the Vizio V-Series, I put Amazon links down below for both the new version and Amazon's renewed program. I really hope this video helped you guys out in deciding whether or not the Vizio V-Series is right for you. If it did, it'd be awesome if you could hit that like button or that subscribe button, but I was your review guide, and I'll see you in the next video.